After a 2-week break, we're back with Coventry United ladies, raring to go for London City Lionesses this weekend. Jay Bradford, Coventry United ladies manager, with us. Jay, after a well-earned break, the girls must be well rested after a very difficult few weeks.
Yeah, I think it was more than needed. You know, we didn't hide the fact that we were very tired coming out of November. So yeah, it's been a nice period of time for us.
So has it been a welcome break? Well, obviously a few niggling injuries. Is everyone now fully fit?
Yeah, it's given us time to sort of recoup everybody and yeah, get ourselves back in line and we're ready to go now, itching for a match day.
There couldn't have been a more beneficial break really, especially ahead of such a crucial period of the season. The Christmas period is also always a very important part of any campaign, but this year is it even more so?
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I still look at last year and I think we were in a better position than we were last year at this point. So, you know, if we can take these next 3 games and get some positive results from those 3 games and go into that sort of winter break in a positive position, I think that'll allow us to just take a little bit of a breath over Christmas.
The big issue over November, as you say, was fitness, but there was never any doubt about the ability of the squad. Now that everyone's fit, do you feel that Coventry United ladies can show everyone why they deserve to be a mid-table club?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's, you know, November was tough, but we need to leave that behind us now and we need to move into December with a new sort of outlook on almost, we've pressed the reset button. So yeah, December for me is an important month, but going into the second half of the season after Christmas will be equally as important.
2 players won't be joining us in December. Georgia Popple and Chelsea Weston have both left the club. How big of a loss are they going to be?
Yeah, they're huge. You know, they were big characters as well as good footballers. So, but I appreciate and understand the reasons that they left. And I think, you know, Chelsea's gone to Italy and she's going to have a superb experience. And equally, she's going to go and be a doctor and save the world. So, you know, good luck to them both.
And of course, great reasons to leave football. But can we expect any more defensive recruits coming in? Of course, the defensive recruits are at the moment quite limited.
Yeah, we're looking. Obviously, the transfer window opens in January, so you know I always say that I'm always looking. I'd never not be looking. So with the transfer window looming, I think it's important that we do a little bit of business. But in what areas and who and where and why, I think that'll just be dependent on what happens in January.
Well, looking ahead to the London City Lionesses game, a big game towards the bottom half of the table. Are you confident of coming away with the 3 points? Yeah,
you know, they're going to be a good side. They're always a good side, and they're coming out of an equally tough period as we were. You know, they've had some of their own problems to contend with. So for me, it's just another game that we need to tick off and put our best foot forward.
Well, coming into the London game, there is a bit of a unique challenge for Coventry United ladies because we're in Tier 3, London are in Tier 2, so there could well be supporters at the London City Lionesses game, but there won't be any of our supporters, so is it going to be a little bit more difficult with London having support and us not?
Potentially, and I think that will happen, like you say, as we travel through different tiers to go and play different teams, but I'm not interested in that at the moment. I think, you know, we'll just go and do what we do, and if there's fans, great. If there's not too worried.
And finally, this year is a very important time in the season, especially in the women's game, the Rainbow Laces campaign. How important is it to advertise that this game is not just for those who are straight, but also for everyone inclusive in football?
Yeah, I think it has to be inclusive, and that's not just with the Rainbow Laces campaign. I think it's every campaign that the FA put forward. I think it's really important, and you know, obviously as a club we want to be inclusive, so these campaigns are great for sort of putting the spotlight on those different areas.
Well, Jay, thank you for your time, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens on Sunday.
Thank you.
In part 2 of the pre-match press conference here on Coventry United TV, we're with Phoebe Warner, Coventry United midfielder. Phoebe, you've had a 2-week break after a very difficult time at Coventry United. Was that break beneficiary?
Yeah, it was really beneficial. I think it allowed us to rest, recuperate, and really work on things that didn't go as well in the Blackburn game, so we can put it right for the weekend.
Do you feel the overall fitness of the squad is back to where it should be now?
Yeah, and it's really nice on the weekend. Hopefully Ash will be with us. She's been out for a long time, so it'll be good to see her back after an ACL injury, so yeah.
That really would be absolutely fantastic. Of course, a big game coming up against London City Lionesses on Sunday. How have you been preparing for the game?
Really, we've just been putting things right from the previous games. We had a lot to analyse in that busy fixture. So yeah, a lot of work coming from the previous games, making sure we get that right, and yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of midfield competition also on the wings as well.
Yeah.
How do you go about really tying down a first team place? Because you've been in the first team a lot more regularly recently, haven't you?
Yeah, for me really it's just you know, constantly looking at what I can improve on, and I like the element of competition. I think it makes us all work harder, and it shows the depth in our squad really, that we're able to rotate in and out on the wings and midfield. So yeah, it's nice to see that we can all work together and push each other.
We've gone from autumn into winter now in the 2 weeks that we've been off. It is pretty brassic tonight, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
So
is.
how do you go about playing in temperatures like this? How does it affect your game?
Really well in training. I put my joggers on, make sure that I'm warm, but on the pitch really you warm up as you get into it. Make sure you've got the right boots on, you know, if it's slippy, if it's hard ground. So yeah, that's what I do.
A very busy time coming up for Coventry United ladies, and a very important time as well. It always is important around Christmas, getting the 3 points in, setting yourself up for a good second half of the season. How important is it for everyone to be on top of their game at this time?
Yeah, it's really important. It'd be really a good position for us to go into Christmas, picking up as many points as possible, hopefully 9 points in our 3 games, so we can start the new year in really confident, full of confidence going into the second half of the season.
Well, 9 points would be absolutely fantastic. Also, this weekend we celebrate the Rainbow Laces campaign.
Yeah.
What does Rainbow Laces mean to you?
Really it's just about like being inclusive. Here at Coventry I think it's one of the most inclusive teams that I've been part of, so yeah, it's a really good initiative, and yeah, can't wait to put the Rainbow Laces in this weekend.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you, Phoebe. Thanks for your time and good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.